We are standing on a second floor balcony, and our customer has explained that while working in his home office on the first floor, he has seen a mother come up and down this tree with nesting material. And he said she probably came up and down 100 times, and then immediately after she finished building the nest, she started coming in with babies. So she obviously left another nesting site, must have been established because she left the babies there while she hastily built a new nest, and the nest now is in behind this wall. She is entering this wall from this hole. This is the inside of the parapet drain, so as this deck accumulates water, water goes through the wall to the outside. If we go over the top of the wall, you'll see the other side of the parapet, and then it can escape and go down the downspout. So our challenge right now is to find out where she is with the babies, and we have discovered that there is an old patch here of spray foam insulation, which I'm suspecting was a nest before, because there's a reason they put this screen on the parapet drain. Most often they don't get screened unless there's a problem. So somebody has tried to screen squirrels out of this parapet in the past, and the mother has torn through it, gone in, and in the past she had a nest here where they chewed from the inside out and they patched this area, and that was the previous owners that did that. So we're going to try to just deconstruct some of this and see if we can get to the babies. It's kind of hit and miss at this point, but we'll see what happens. We wouldn't be going through all this trouble if we didn't know that the customers saw the mother take babies behind this wall. It is early in the season, and there may not be babies in about 50% of the jobs we do, but we know there's babies here. Okay, making progress. Now we need to detach this flash in here. So we're at the bottom of a nest here. You can see the nesting material spilling out. All right, step one. We're at a point in the removal that we now know where the nest is, or it could be an old nest as well, but it stands to reason that the nest would be on the bottom of the wall because of the way it's structured. It's 2x4 framing supporting it, and the nest needs to be obviously at the bottom of the wall as opposed to halfway up, just to give it some base. So we're going to start pulling nesting material out of here and just see what kind of transpires, where we end up going. We have the old asphalt roof that we're seeing on the sidewall here, but literally I got my hand pushing on the nest here. It's just full of soft debris, and this asphalt here, we don't want to undermine that too much because that could cause a leak down below, but I think we'll just start pulling out nesting material and see where it takes us. It's not the easiest place to grab stuff, but there's certainly lots of it here. It's gonna be a long process. Yeah, it's just jammed up here. Just so much stuff. Like literally, it's as I push on it, it gives a lot of resistance. So I'm just going to start pulling out nesting material around it. What I want to do here is just take a break and screen the entry point in case the mother shows up because the babies start crying. We don't want to let her back into this wall. So I brought up a piece of screen for this purpose. I mean, the mother could be in there for all I know, but this will at least slow her down until I can deal with what I have to deal with. So I'm going to go in with a bare hand because I can feel the babies much easier with my bare hand. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. Between my index finger and my middle finger, I've got a baby right there. There's quite a few here, actually. And they're squirming. Come on, guys. I hope I'm not underneath the mother here.
That's the mother's tail.
No, it's baby's tail.
Oh,
Jeez.
big babies.
Oh, that's the mother. That's the mother.
I was going to say, that's a big tail.
Here I am putting my bare hand into a nest.
You're pulling the mother's tail.
That's not good. I don't want the mother in there. Yeah, a little too much fur for a baby at this age. I know, Mom.
Maybe bang all behind.
That's crazy.
I was looking at it going, that is like a 6-month-old baby. 6-month-old baby.
That could have turned out really bad. She could have. Yeah, I can hear her crying now. The mother. Now we got to take a different approach. Okay, I got a baby here. If I can get a baby out, she might come out to get it.
They are big though.
Yeah.
Wow.
The eyes still closed. They're good size. Oh.
They're pretty big babies.
Really big for this time of year. Fully furred.
They could have been the baby's tail you were pulling.
And there was more fur on it. Awesome looking creatures though, eh?
You said 6.
Really hanging on here. There's a boy. Big boy, he's hanging on. Let go. There he goes. Baby number 2. Yeah, they're probably approaching 21 days. Their eyes are really bulging. Their eyes open at about 21. But pretty cool critters. Yeah, you can see they're just about to split open. Okay, that's 2. We'll just keep going until either I get bit or we get them all. Just gently holding on while I can grab a back leg or something. This guy's a little more gray in color. Wow. We get lucky here or what? Normally they would cry out, but I I think because their siblings are so big that they're just used to being manipulated and climbed on, so they're not too upset yet. And we keep them all together, they feel like they're in the nest still. Oh, okay, another one. This is so cool. I've never removed baby squirrels quite like this before. That's another boy. I love these guys. Okay. 4. So according to the homeowner, there's 2 more inside. This guy's coming out head first. It's like being birthed all over again. Come on, buddy. Let go. Good. Look at that. This is so amazing. These are by far the biggest squirrels we've seen this year. They're probably about 2 weeks ahead of any other babies we've had. You can see the variation in color. These guys are partially gray. They're not what we would consider a full gray squirrel, but they've got the gray in them, the gray gene. Okay, let's see if we can get the last one, and then we'll look for more. Okay, I'm feeling the base of the nest, and I don't feel another baby. But we're gonna clean it out and be 100% sure. Where did the mother go is the question. Yeah, I'm feeling a bowl. The wall's only a 2x4 thick, and there's nothing else in that bowl. So I think we got them all. I mean, the homeowner easily could have miscounted because he was on a conference call watching the mom come with the babies in her mouth. So we'll continue to remove the nest and see that we get everything cleared out and be 100% sure that there aren't any more babies. You can see what she's used for nesting material here. She has some white foam that she's found probably in someone's lawn chair cushions. She's got some black paper, tar paper, and all these wood chips were probably created from her chewing inside that space. Squirrels are habitual chewers, so they have to chew to keep their front teeth short. Otherwise they're continuously growing, so if they don't grind them down, they get too long for them to eat and they won't survive. So of habit, they chew on their surroundings inside attics. Could be wiring, could be support structures, that sort of stuff. But that's where the damage really occurs, is when they get inside and start chewing on things that they shouldn't be chewing on. So for that reason alone, you never want to live with squirrels in your house because they can cause a fire. We do get comments on our channel about why don't we leave them well enough alone, and the number one reason is the destruction aspect of them. If they would just go in and not be destructive, then sure, you could learn to live with them. But when they do, like, you just see the amount of wood that I'm pulling out of here. Unfortunately, this is in an area that's not going to be necessarily structurally damaging the house, but if it was in an attic next to electrical wire, that's when the trouble begins. But there is a ton of stuff in here. It just keeps coming and coming. Okay, we're down to the final step of putting the babies in the jug, and the jug will be left by the point of entry. The mother's still in the wall space, and she's gonna come out through our one-way door. Oh, okay, come on. Yeah, we're gonna put them in this jug, and then we're gonna leave them for the mother. When she comes out, she'll, as she did to bring them here, she'll do the same to take them somewhere else.
Okay,
Yeah.
so we leave them just here in the balcony.
Correct. So leave them right by the hole, so she can know. She'll find them, she'll smell them, and then she'll carry them off somewhere else. They always rely on multiple den sites. It was a little bit peculiar the way she set up your nest just before she moved them here. We don't often hear that. Normally she sets up a nest well in advance and has that as backup. But in this case, she decided that she was in a hurry and she had to build a nest before bringing them over. So we're going to put all the babies in the jug to keep them all in one space. We have some of the nesting material that the mother has brought in so that she will smell them. And it's going to be a fairly tight space, but that's the way they like it. They all crawl on top of each other. In you go. They got amazing ability to hang on to stuff. Sharp claws, and that enables them to climb trees and not fall out of trees. Case in point, I'll let him climb on my leg while I put the next guy in on my arm. Okay, buddy, your turn. Your turn. Let go. Let go. Oh, you gotta. Okay, in you go. There we go.
It's a full jug.
It is a full jug with the one tail hanging out. Okay, and we'll put the jug. I think we'll attach it right there. I'll just get a screw and washer. So we just want to keep the jug in the upright position, so I have a hole in the back. I'll be real careful and put it down low. Okay, the jug will sit right there. And this is right by the entry hole, so the mother trying to get back in will stumble across them, and she'll want to get them to a safer place, and she'll take them to a den site that she already has set up in the neighborhood somewhere.